Klal Yisrael is fighting a war. Every day, the news scream at us about what's happening in the north. There is a big war. The שוורץ always tells us a story about a general of an army who came back from the war, from the battle. He was victorious. A Chassid came to him and told him, "My general, you have just come from a small battle. Now prepare yourself to fight the big battle." So he didn't understand. He said, "What do you mean? I come from the war, and I'm victorious. Which other battle is there? Which battle have I got to get ready for? To fight?" And the Chassid answered, "This battle is the battle against the Yetzer Hara. The battle I'm warning you against, I'm warning you for, is a big battle, much bigger than the one you just come from. Milchemes ha-Yetzer v'chayolov. The battle of the Yetzer and his soldiers, his army. The Yetzer Hara is not alone. He has got an army under his command. And this is a much bigger battle than the battle you just fought." That's the שוורץ always in Yichud Elokim. And the Marpel on Nefesh commentary on the שוורץ always explains why the שוורץ always calls the battle against the Yetzer Hara a big battle, much bigger than the battle against the physical enemy. Says that there are two reasons why it is called a bigger battle than the physical one. The first reason is because the physical battle, really, man cannot guarantee the outcome. Hashem ish milchomo, Hashem shemoy. Hashem is the man of battles of war. He is the one who decides the outcome of a war. Like this battle now, the soldiers of the state of Israel are fighting against the Hezbollah. This battle, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, ish milchomo, Hashem ish milchomo, he decides who is victorious. Not like people think, it depends. It depends on the kind of weapons people use, how many weapons they have. The soldiers, if they are experienced, if they are courageous, if there are many of them, depends on the funds, on finances to buy more weapons. No, it doesn't depend on all that, really. It depends on Hashem Ish Milchomo. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will decide, is deciding who is the winner. That's one thing. But the battle against the Yetzer Hara, Akol B'Yedei Shomayim, Chutz Me'ira Shomayim. The battle against the Yetzer Hara, it's not HaKadosh Baruch Hu who decides who is going to win. It is the man himself. Akol B'Yedei Shomayim, Chutz Me'ira Shomayim. His victory is in his hands, in his will. How much is Moisel Nefesh? How much effort he's putting in the struggle? And HaKadosh Baruch Hu will help him, Take. Abole Taher, the person who comes to purify himself, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Oizer Loi. Abole Taher, Oizrim Loi, Messiahim Oizer. That's one reason. The second reason why the Choros HaLbovos calls the battle against the Yetzer Hara a bigger battle is because the Yetzer Hara is very, very cunning. Ki ish milchomo hu umelumad be'armimus. The Mesilas Yeshorim calls the Yetzer Hara ish milchomo umelumad be'armimus. And he's very experienced in cunning. He's very wise. It's not his first job when he comes to attack us. He is already there he's already in his job for thousands and thousands of years since Brias Ha'olam. That's the same one who made Adam Rishon sin, and Cain, and the Dor HaMabul, and all the Rishoim of the Doires, Shekodmu Lonu, and all the Rishoim who got caught in his net. And here we come as unexperienced. We've been born how many years ago, and here we have to fight against this old and wise enemy who is the Yetzer Hara. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu told us, if you want to fight him, you will win him. Why? Although he's very old, very experienced, very wise. Why? He has got a very weak point, the Yetzer Hara. All his power is to try to show us the sheker as if it is emes. Nothing else. He has nothing else to fight against us. His only weapon is based on illusion. If you do an aveire, you'll feel happy. You'll feel better. It will help you in your finances, in your health, in your status. You'll be a happy, successful man in life. That's his weapon. But it's all bluff. All that is sheker v'kozov. He doesn't have one thing to propose to us with a true fact. It's all sheker. he's so clever that he's like, an actor who pulls rabbits from a hat or serpents from his ear. And people think, okay, he does it. Where does the serpent come from his ear? Where does he keep all the serpents in? And well, the rabbit's coming into his hat. They don't understand, but that's his job, to make us believe that what he's doing is true, but it's not true. The same with the Yetzer Hara, that's his power. And if we keep our cool, and we reason with ourselves, now what are you going to get from the Aveire? For example, the one who is getting angry. Yeah, we all get angry. It's a very current thing. Oh, we get angry. Do we think before or after or in the middle, what am I going to benefit from my anger? No, it's just an emotion which explodes without thinking. And most of the Aveires we do are the same kind. But if we stop to think, what do I gain? What do I gain from my behavior? Or I'm jealous from somebody, or I'm lazy, or I'm greedy. And I stop myself. If I take the time to stop and think, okay, it's very nice. You love this cake. And you would like to eat it all. And you are jealous of that person. And you would like to speak Lashon Hara, to belittle him, so that you should suffer less from the jealousy. And you stop to think, and what will I gain from that? Will I be better because of it? Will it help my health in the case of the greed? Or in the case of the jealousy, will it help my status? Will it help me steigen? Will I become as good as he is? Well, it depends what kind of jealousy it is, of course. There are some kind of jealousy which take helps a person to grow bigger. Kina soifrim darbe chochme. But if it's a jealousy like the jealousy of Cain and Hevel, or Achi Yosef, we know what it leads to. And we stop and we think. Then we've got an ability to discover and to take away this illusion and to stop and to be koivish as Yitreinu ora. Ezu gibor akovishist. That's the second reason why the Choros HaLevavos calls the battle against the Yetzer Hara a big battle, because we are very inexperienced, and he's so wise and he's so old, and he knows all the stratagems, how to fight against us. And yet, he has got a very weak point, which we can use to our advantage, which is that he has no truth to propose to us. No truth whatsoever. Just sheker the kozov. He's trying to make believe that sheker as if it is true. Those are the two reasons why the Chassid said to the general, you are coming now to fight much, much bigger battle than the battle you come from. Now, if we would ask, what is all this battle in the north? Milchama batzafon? What happened lately? What kind of missiles fell? Where did it fall to? Is it a Katyusha, a kasem, or is it the other kind there, which I don't remember the name. And they say they've got bigger missiles. Hashem Yatzilenu. And we are scared, Taki. And and the Chassid would come to us. If he would hear us, he would see all the papers. I'm speaking about the phone papers even. What is all that about this battle in the north? Don't you realize? This is a small battle. The big battle is right here in Kiryat, Sefer. Where is the battle in Kiryat? What happened? Like on Mincha, on Shabbos, going out from Shul, everybody was stopping near the Merkazi. They looked in the distance, they saw smoke. They were looking, I heard the word Katusha. So I asked to somebody, what did they say about Katusha here? They said, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he said to me, HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to give us a remez, a sign. I don't think in Kiryat Sefer here you are tranquil. To remind us what's happening there 300 kilometers away from us, there in the north, which is not so far, just near. But we feel that there is no battle here a battle in Kiryat Sefer. Yes, no, not just in Kiryat Sefer. Here a battle, there in your heart, here there is a battle. What's battle? Ezu gibor hakovish esitroi. We are not aware that there is a battle going on in us. You know why we are not aware? Because it's very hard to say. Because we, in many ways, we are not fighting that battle. That's why we're not aware that we are fighting, because we are not fighting. Because we are not fighting a battle. We have to be moide al ha'emes. Moide v'oizev Yerucham. If we don't see there is a battle going on here, in us, that means we are not fighting a battle. And this is a very, very bitter state. When a person is not fighting, then he has no hope to win. The first thing is to realize we are fighting a battle. I saw here our secret weapon, winning the war. That's probably what you must have heard before. Here. It's already very late in the evening. Only have a few minutes to say what I want to say. The audience is tired, and so am I. In actual fact, I fell asleep. If I'm here and I speak to you, it's mamish an ace. I woke up, it was 21 past 10. I hurriedly came here, I was all out of breath. I'm not used to be obsolete. How to win the war? Winning the war. Which war? The war against the Hezbollah, of course. How do you win it? When I go in the koilel in the morning and I see the Bnei Torah sweating, in two sense of sweating because of the heat, and sweating because of the שוורץ Sugye, the Gemara, to understand the Gemara, and the Tosfos, and the Rishonim, sweating in both ways. They are winning the war. They are winning the war. Akol kol Yaakov, eina yodaim yedei sof. Tshuvo, tfilo, tzedoko, ma'avirin es roa gzeiro. Hashem ish milchomo, HaKadosh Baruch Hashem yilochem lochem, ve'atem tacharishun. The Midrash says, ve'atem tacharishun. You have to read it bitmio, with a question mark. Hashem yilochem lochem, ve'atem tacharishun. Why do you stay quiet? Said Moshe Rabbeinu to the Eden. Because Baruch is going to fight your war. So what have you got to do? You know what you have to do. You have to praise the Rabbeinu Shalom. They started praising HaKadosh Baruch Hu before the Kiryat Yam Suf already. And they started saying, Ozir Shir Moshe. Because in the Torah it says that they sang the Shir after Kiryat Yam Suf. If you look in the Midrash Yalkut Shimoini, there, that's what the Rebbe says. Atem tacharishun? Here, Baruch Hashem, there is a battle being waged against the Satan, against the Yetzer Hora. Who are Yetzer Hora? Who are Satan? Who are Malach HaMores? The biggest enemy of Klal Yisrael. Who is the biggest enemy of Klal Yisrael? If you would ask anybody in the street, who is our biggest enemy? What would everybody say? Nasrallah. We hope that he should be killed soon. Fine. I also agree. But will that help to win the war? There are thousands like him. Thousands. Millions. Especially when we see the whole world here. Our army is trying to get rid of those rockets, and they warn the civilians because they put their launchers inside the places where the civilians live, and they warn them, get out from there because they're going to bomb the place, and they stay. And there are civilians who are killed. What did the whole world say? They condemned Israel, they are killing, they're massacring the civilians. It's a crime of war. Have you heard such a twisted way of thinking, of speaking as that one? We are making the crimes of war. Yes, we are making the crimes of war. Because we want to get rid of those murderers. So if they don't want to leave their house, if they don't want to protect themselves, it's their own fault. Do they warn us that they want to send a rocket on Haifa, on such a place that they should leave the buildings? Nothing. Never. Poor Hezbollah, poor Palestinians, poor terrorists. This twisted thing, to twist the moral, basic moral, this is the battle of Gog and Magog. As it says in the Medrash, Gog will say, Haman was a fool. He fought against the Yidden. I know better. I'll fight against Hashem. That's why he says, Al Hashem ve'al Meshichoi. Now the question is always, I didn't understand the Medrash. How can Gog be so stupid? He is the fool. He fights against Hashem. How will he fight against Hashem? Can you send a rocket in the Shomai? How does he want to fight against Hashem? Haman is a fool, because he didn't fight against Hashem. I'll fight against Hashem. How does he fight against Hashem? Gog and Magog. That's how he fights against Hashem. The Tzelem Elokim, the Chelek Elokam Imal, the Seichel HaYoshar, the moral of the basic moral of a mensch. His basic right is to defend himself against an aggressor. And this they deny. And this they twist around. That's called the fight against Hashem. Against Elokai Neshama Shnasata B'Torah, the Tzelem Elokim, the Seichel HaYoshar. That's the Milchemes Gog and Magog. And this war can only be won by Hashem Ish Milchama. It's in this period of the 9 days, tomorrow night, it's already Tisha B'Av. It's not b'mikre, it's not per chance, chas v'sholom. There is no chance, we know that. It was meduyak, be'itoi u'bezmano, that this war, which is already said in the Midrashim, in Chazal, that the Bnei Yishmael are going to persecute us be'acharis hayomim, before Moshiach, at the end of the Golus, and all these horrors, all the suicide bombers, and all the intifada, and all the rest, and now the rockets, all that is already known to Chazal, already thousands of years before. And all that in order to be mesakin, a tikkun in Klal Yisrael, the inui, which Sorei Menu made Hogor suffer, Vateaneo Sorai, Vativrach Miponeo, says the Ramban, that because of that inui, that Sorei Menu made Hogor suffer, the Bnei Yishmael are going to make us suffer be'acharis hayom, before Mashiach comes. Why? What's the connection? I mean, we know that before Mashiach comes, we have to do tshuva and sinas chidom. What's got to do with Ishmael? Because so Imenu made Hagar suffer. She had good reason to make Hagar suffer, because Sofer thought she has become the mistress of the house. She's the biggest tzaddikis than Sora Imenu. That's what she thought, Hagar. So it's a good thing that Sora Imenu showed her the place she belongs to. She's a shifra, she's not a geveres. And yet, there must have been something there which demanded a correction. And this correction we have to do. In what is that correction? Where is the flaw which we inherited? That is in that sinas chinam, in that ayin ra, in the lack of love, in the lack of farnigen to another yid, fargen to Mishu. To want the other yid be good, it should be good to him. Not to be jealous, not to try to push him down, not to deprive him by a lack of generosity. This is sinas chinam, and this is what Bnei Yishmael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu sent to us, Bnei Yishmael, who are the children of Hagar, because Hagar suffered in the hands of Surim. That's the sole reason why Yishmael is here. What else does he do, Yishmael, good in his existence? He has got petrol. Good. Anybody can have petrol. You don't have to be called Yishmael to have the petrol. I always wondered why the Americans did not just push away the Arabs and take over the petrol for themselves. What else do they have? Do they bring good to the world? What kind of good do they bring to the world, the Bnei Yishmael, the Arabs? What? Huh? Nothing. Just war, distractions. They say it openly, we want to destroy the whole world. And then they call it their imam, the hidden imam will come back to save humanity. They also believe in a kind of Mashiach, but Hashem Yatzilenu, that kind of Mashiach. We believe in the Mashiach who brings peace in the world. They believe in the Mashiach to bring destruction to the world. And they don't mind to be killed in the process themselves. So what HaKadosh Baruch Hu create Yishmael for? What does the world need Yishmael? For the only reason is to bring us to the tshuva. Look, that suffering we are suffering in the hands of Yishmael, that's a punishment, midah keneged midah, for the suffering which our mother Sorah made Hagar suffer. And we have. And that is being brought through sinas chinam in us. That virus of that inui is sinas chinam. And we have to correct it. And then Yishmael will have no reason to be anymore. And then the Sar of Yishmael will fall down. As we know, HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings down the guardian angel first. The Sar of Yishmael will go down. And once he will go down, because he has no reason to be, then he'll also go down. And then Mashiach will come. So really, our real war to fight against them is not with F-16s or rockets or whatever. We see that also they are in a very the army is the IDF is in a quandary what to do about it. They themselves don't know how to proceed, because anyway they try to fight against them, the world is against them. So we see it's a Yad Hashem. So we have to go back to the source, to the Shoyresh, Emunah in Chazal, and to fight the real battle, which is the inner battle against our Yetzer Hara, and bring more Havas Chinam into our heart and to behave so. That is the real way how to bring down the Sar Shel Yishmael. Bezras Hashem should be zeicher to that, the Gula Shleim.